Alaikum, brothers and sisters. Salam Rahim here. Midst of the covenant. Breaker of seven seals. The only breaker of the seven seals. Only messenger of the covenant. Whom you seek. If you're seeking, fear. Fear. Fear is about to grip America. It's coming here at hypersonic speeds. You'll be here soon. The whole world is in a state of fear right now. If you pay attention to the media, at least the real media, if you want to call it that, all the folks on the Middle East, this world is nervous. That's a state of nervousness is a state of fear. They're nervous. It's a symptom of fear. All eyes on the Middle East. They're writing an obituary. False Israel is writing its obituary. America along with it. Everything's been exposed if you're paying attention. Because what you see false Israel doing, you understand, is a repeat of American history. America got going. We'll talk about that a little more later. American history, which they want to hide. Oh no. Genocide. Murder. Theft. That's history. That's the real history of America. Make America great again. When was it great? It's history of America. See? I explained to you the way it works is before the judgment comes, the guilty has to be exposed. So the righteous say, see, they deserve it. You see the Quran, they say, yes, they deserve it. They deserve it. Everybody say, well, why you punish them, God? What happened? What did they do? Okay? And so what false Israel's in the process of doing right now is revealing who America really is. Because America is backing that 100%. If America was so good and great and everything, why they'd be against that? No. They back the 100% because that's the history. So they reveal themselves as who they really are. The whole world is seeing, oh, I thought you was against this. I thought you was for human rights. I thought you was for sovereignty of countries. I thought you was for, helping under the poor, and I thought you was for all of that. Civil rights and you've been exposed, and you were for none of that. You was a goddamn lie from the very beginning, and now you've been exposed. That's why it says your skirt pull over your head. So you behind. So you can just say, oh, no, because you're backing them. That proves that's who you are. Because like father, like son. Right? Like son, like father, however you want to put it. Because they was doing what you did. What you have over here is a composite of what you did. It's like a mini, what they said, a mini series or what they call it, what the movies when they show you a review or something. That's your history in a nutshell. And you did what? Far worse. And you're back. So now it's time, because you're in judgment now. Before you get to judgment, you got to bring forth the evidence. You understand the Quran, you understand the Bible. You don't understand the Quran. You have to bring, so everybody can see So when the judgment comes, everybody say, yes. Yep. God's just. It says they will say the judgment was just. How would they say that unless they saw the evidence? They saw it. And so right now, you're getting a picture of American history. And so, and the fear, right, is going to grip America by the throat, because consequence is GPS and it's reaching towards America at hypersonic speeds. So the blood behind the horse's brow. Oh, destruction. Awful destruction. Unprecedented destruction. So I'm going to talk about a few things, brothers and sisters. Yeah. This is fear. Men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Verse there. It says, men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming. So if they're in fear of things coming, what kind of fear they have when it arrives? And it connects it, right, with that war. Because America, as I explained, is momentum. And soon as they hit anything, even if they hit, it don't have to be a rocky road. You just hit a headwind. The press against the wind, you need power. Right? If the wind's blowing 30 miles an hour towards you, you got to at least have 30 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour. You got to have enough power to go 30 miles an hour, even to stand still. If you got momentum, they're going to stop you cold and push you back. That's just the wind. And America's on momentum. They're bluffing. When you're able to do a goddamn thing, your time is over. You have no power anymore. You don't have any power with me. And in that regard, they coming pretty close to shutting down. I'm getting always saying, well, you commenting and you putting stuff out there that's against the American standards. Shut it down. Shut it down. You gotta stop any damn thing. Shut it down. And then I got this clown, Eric. Ahmed. He gonna send me. They're nervous over there. I'm talking to them in a minute. They're nervous over there. He gonna come here, attack me. I get these attacks. I don't pay attention to that crap. I just block these clowns. Number one, they get angry. Fear. When this fear hits, brothers and sisters, unfortunately, many of you are going to taste it. Some of you are going to get a full blast. Because you ain't ready. You ain't even close to ready. Even close to ready. If you think even if you have some understanding, you're not close to ready. I know you're not close to ready. Because if the wind's going to blow 1,000 miles per hour, and unless you move 1,000 now, because that wind's coming, it's the engine wind. I can't get that point over to you enough. That's the pressure about to hit this world, and you, it's going to knock you down. Because if you have an engine mind, it's going to knock you down. If the wind's blowing 1,000 miles, and you got a hill 1,000 miles, unless you go 1,000 miles, you stand still. You have to go through 1,000 miles to keep moving forward. If the wind's coming here 100 miles an hour, you got to be going at least 100 miles an hour, just stand still towards the wind. If you're going to listen, you're going to get knocked down. The less you go, the more you knock down. Everybody out there, even when it's thinking, unless you got the engine mind, you're going to be knocked down. You're going to hit that fear will hit you too. And the less you have, the less you know, the more fear is going to grip you. Because right now, this is just a matter of faith with you. It's not a matter of knowledge. It still matters just faith with you. That you got to end your mind. I keep telling you, it's not a substitute for it. The devil is going to just outright crush. People will get knocked down when that wind comes. See? They have to struggle against that wind. That's the tribulation. You got to struggle against that wind to get your ear. You're not going to get out of here until you have thorough knowledge yourself. And that's why Muhammad told you that. And that's what you got to go. You got to fight that wind all the way to the west goes. You'll be fighting that wind. It's going to be knocking you down and everything else until you, remember, in fact, you're not even going to make any progress unless you got an angel. So you're heading that way, they're going to keep knocking you down, knocking you back. Until you get that in your mind, and then now you can start moving forward. The 5 pillars just protect you. But one of them is the angel itself, isn't it? I can't get the mess over you enough to tell my pressure and trouble. If you don't get in your mind, you got to overcome that 100 mile an hour wind that's going moving eastward. Because you're moving westward. You overcome that, then you move forward. The devils can't do it. They get blown down, knocked down, everything else. You have to get to move forward. Is that why it takes so long to get there? 5 months to get there? Yeah, they can move forward because that wind's pushing you back. The angel wind is pushing you back. That's what you're dealing with. It's the angels telling you how much pressure you're going to be under. Mental pressure. And right now, all of you are being crushed by it. If the pressure inside is not equal to the pressure outside, you're being crushed. You're being squeezed. I can't make any plain to you about this. Why is it? Hey, the one that comes to tell you, you get the weatherman, because the weatherman or another weatherwoman tells you it's going to be a hurricane. Oh, why are you trying to? Well, you're going to listen, don't listen. It tells you in Mark, without the angel mind, you're going backwards. You're beating yourself up. I mean, how clear can I make it? No, bro, so what happened here? Oh, they're going crazy on me. It says, when you see these things and you shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with power and great glory. And when you see these things begin to come to pass, look up. Then your heads for your dinner has come, it's nigh. Right? You got to make it happen. You're going to be alone here in the tribulation. Oh, Mr. Trump. Mr. Trump. He's going to inherit shitstorm. That will come to America. Shitstorm. It's going to blow them down. They won't survive it. They cannot. One of the ones that will survive, right? It's a special group of them, and that they will survive. Right? Because they're going to be our eternal slaves. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Counterfeit power. See? You say, oh, I'm momentum, right? Nice clear day. Right? Yeah. Hey man, you're sailing. Right? Nice clear day. Right? But you don't have any power. Right? Wind ain't blowing any muscle, you're just sailing along or floating, riding along, rolling along. And then all of a sudden the wind comes up. Bam! Hey, how come you're not moving? That's not even a big win. Because you have no power to begin with. Oh shit. America's about to hit that wall. Hit Iran. It has power. Stop them cold. When you see this what happen, it's going to stop them cold. It's going to be so obvious. It says, because the power shall be broken. Broken. It didn't say it'd be crippled or slowed down. Broken. When you break something, it means it's scattered. Right? No structure, anything to it. It'd be totally vanquished, totally destroyed. That's what Iran's going to do, because they say, how can Iran do that? I mean, America, so powerful. And they got crushed, literally crushed. Iran. Crushed. Forces scattered. And what's left was scared to death. The men, they be cowards. They be running for their lives. Thinking, come and get me out of here. Fly me out of anything. Nothing will be able to fly. They be running for their lives. If they get caught, ooh. They're not be fighting back. They be running. They drop their weapons and just run. Please. That's how the band's going to be, come like a whirlwind on them. And that's what people see that here. Because at that point, man, it's going to be broadcast all the world. Because see, when they go against Iran, they have cameras, everything. It's a glorious day, right? We're going to kick Iran's ass for all the world to see it. That big movie program, Game of Thrones or something. See, man, and it's not what they're going to see. It's going to be a shock. Elite troops running, scared. Begging, please come in. Save me. They mowed down like dogs. They lost Israel. Right? Can't get away. They ain't got no place to run to. They get locked up in there, backs against the wall. No help. The helpless is running, scared. The enemy's closing on them. Oh, man. And when the enemy's closing, they're going to have his bloodshot. He just killed our children. Forget about the 76 years, but you know what look what you've been doing. Starving us. Our children dying. For hunger. The wrath will be unprecedented. See? But first he's going to enclose them. They're not going to take and move in yet. They're going to enclose them, seize them, cover their food and water, because they're going to make them suffer like they hate them suffer. No food, no oil, nothing coming in. Whole collapse. No food, anything. None will escape. Then wives sit back and eat each other. Turn each other. Eat their children. Eat their sons. And now if the whole world sees this, the world going to see this. Who's going to see this? They might try to hide their media, but you'll see it. The world's going to see this. In HD. And that's the fear. Because they know what's happening here is about to happen here. Because they're suffering the consequence of what they did. And that's the same thing. Remember, you was behind that and they were doing the same thing you did, just in measure. So now you know if that's the price they had to pay, then you go to the dealership, right? And you say, well, how much you pay for that car? Well, you know how much you're going to pay for it. Hey, man, how much you pay for that Volkswagen? Hey, okay, well, that's how much you're going to pay. Because they're going to pay for everything they did for 76 years. So now you're going to pay for everything you did for 5 years. That's why the hearts be failing. Strokes. Paralysis. Because their consequences come. Because it's going to be clear they're facing consequence. And they have no helpers. What helpers is really scared. And on top of that, what are they going to run to? They're going to run to Europe, who's now an enemy to America. So they find no refuge there, none, zero. All they're going to find is more hell. So they'll come on fire, and the Europeans are going to throw gasoline on their ass. More days, brothers and sisters. More days. See the dark clouds. You see dark clouds coming. You say, well, it's going to rain in a few minutes. Counterfeit power. Hell awaits. Hell awaits them. Oh, hell awaits full. Oh, hell awaits. There's no boundaries to hell for these people. Because every evil you can imagine, and you can't imagine, any possible evil, but any evil that's possible will be inflicted on these people, because that's what they did to us. They spared nothing. Don't say it's the North, even South. Harry Tubman was a slave of the North in New York. And on top of that, Wall Street was the reason why they call it Wall Street, because you line slaves up against the wall was a major trading, slave trading center. Don't give me this bullshit. The whole damn country. I proved that we're talking about the Industrial Revolution. That's why they went to war. They went to war because you were threatening the industrial jobs. Bottom line, let's move on. It's, they spare us all. So now hell awaits. As you have done, so shall be done to you. But see, Farrakhan and Israel called God a liar. You're a goddamn liar, God. Because all they got to do is say, I repent. And they ain't going to say no consequence. Well, God's a liar, right? You double. In fact, what's going to happen to these people? You know all this stuff you see? I mean, you ain't seen anything like this. No nation ever. They said no nation ever was as bad as this. And you got these people calling God a liar. You ain't going nowhere. America, all you got to do is repent. You got to say, repent, I'm sorry, and that's it. And all the consequences blown away. No consequence of anything. You know, it's almost worth the hell and pain, staying and watch what happens to them. But that's all right. I got it. Like it says, I think it was Abraham, was with David, one of them. They said, I forget which one it was. Says, God, why you baby them? Why you support them? He said he kept on thinking until God revealed to him how they gonna end up. So, the end. There'd be no restraint. Universe would close in on them, and there's no evil that will not touch them. Every respect for you. If you don't think of it, they're going to get it. And if you can't think of it, they get things that you couldn't think of. I try to explain to you, brothers and sisters. It's about the momentum. See, they talk all this stuff. Oh, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to save the world. We're going to do this and all that crap that Farrakhan's talking about. We're going to talk about it in a minute. It's for gays. It's for wicked. It's for the devils. Ooh, really? I'll tell you that in a minute. I told you, it's revolt going over there right now, power play. When he said that, he may seal his own doom, because this may happen sooner or later. Because even some of the dumbest people over there, some of the complacent people over there, right? It wasn't buying that one. Oh, the gays come in, the whites come in. Oh, man, they overplayed the hand on that one. Because, I mean, everybody should be at 1 + 1 = 2. That was one of those. You need a calculus for that. I will destroy the wisdom of the wise. That's part of what's going on over there right now. So-called reason why. I'm not sure if you understand the knowledge of brothers and sisters. There's 6,000 years of winter, cultural age. The wisdom that for that does not apply. The high age or industrial age and in the springtime, it just doesn't apply. Spring wisdom, winter wisdom does not apply in the spring, and that means to be destroyed. No use. No use. You need a new, different kind of language, knowledge, and everything. Survive in spring that you know in winter. That's about to happen, because all that stuff they're playing around, it won't work. But the whole idea is to try to maintain the winter. Like the winter, going, come and help us. India, help us. China, help us. Save us, man, help us. Let's keep this winter going, man. Because y'all depend on winter too. Y'all depend on oil. You know, if you live in the winter, right? Like Arctic or whatever, right? Or maybe Alaska, I don't know. You depend on the winter, right? You depend on ice to make igloos so you can have a place to live. You depend on that. Spring come, it won't work. They go get some wood, but there ain't no wood up there. Well, since this is my topics, a few of them, so let me go through one by one. First, let me check something out right quick. Just give me a minute. Brothers and sisters. I got a couple of things. I want to bring things home to you, brothers and sisters, because you understand the mathematics going on here, and you're dealing with a supreme mathematician. Because all the things happening, I've been explained, showing you the mathematics. It puts all this together because it works out for our benefit. But it tells you in the Quran, with difficulty is ease. With difficulty is ease. It means you have to put something in to get something out. With difficulty is ease. You know, if you want to get strong, you got resistance. You want to develop your brain, you got to study and get confusion. That's just the way it works. The advance, right? You got to transform your present situation to a better situation. And that takes energy. You have resistance. What's going to be resistance? Your present situation is going to be resistant to your previous situation. If you're trying to learn something, then what's your resistance? Your present ignorance is resistance to you learning something new. That's where the confusion comes in at. You fight through it, then you get to something new. So it's your present situation that's the resistance to your future situation if you're growing. With difficulty is ease. That's just the nature. Always going to be that way. And if you want to move to another level, you got to get off where you are. But where you are is going to resist moving to the next level. That's how muscle is built by resistance. Brain power is by resistance. Your ignorance is causing, that's you trying to overcome. Very simple concepts, brothers and sisters. Look at it. Are what you eat. You are what you eat. Now look at this from another perspective. What have these dogs been eating for the last 500 years? What have they been eating for the last 500 years? See, if you eat shit, eventually you're going to be full of shit. You're going to turn into shit. If you eat pork, right, it tells you you're going to turn into what you eat. You are what you eat. That's a simple way of looking at it, right? But what have they been eating? They've eaten off our misery, our suffering, and off our labor. So that's how they was able, like parasites, that's how they're able to do this by our labor they was eating, our misery, our suffering. That's how America became great. If you want to say it's great, by eating so now America is, are you what you eat? So that means what? They are becoming our suffering, our pain, our affliction. They'll become the embodiment of it. That's what they're going to become. They'll become pain, suffering, affliction. That's what they're becoming now. They're becoming. Enslaved us. I just told you one aspect of it. That says they'll own themselves. They become our perpetual slaves. Right? Some of them, but the rest of them, they can become the embodiment of suffering. Now you get some idea what this tribulation will be like. What they're going to be going through. You are what you eat. Another way, you eat what you sow. That's another way. Just look at it more dramatic way. Because it's not going to be like something they're going to experience, but something they become. See how powerful it is? It's one thing if you become, right? Like, okay, somebody take it and beat you. So now you, because what you did, right? You got a consequence. Now you get the pain, right? You feel the pain, right? What if you become the pain? You become the pain. You become the affliction. That's what you Can you understand that? Nothing like that has ever happened before. It says be a strange thing. Because that's how everything they are is they got from us. It looks man here from the natives. That's a problem too. But I'm talking about specifically us. What you eat. They're not going to be just chastised. I said chastisement means correction. It's even worse than a curse. Because they're not just feeling the pain, they become the pain on themselves. Not to us, on themselves. Terrible pain, affliction, suffering upon themselves. 24/7, that's all they're going to. Pain, affliction. You can become it. How can you become pain? Ooh. How can you become pain? And you can feel pain, but you can't imagine how to become pain. See what I'm saying? That's why it says it'd be a strange thing. You can't even imagine it. They can become pain, become affliction. Like somebody throw shit on you, right? Well, you become shit. Ooh, get it now? So you're eating shit and all of a sudden you become shit. You eat pork or something, you become a pig. I like the shit one better. You eat and then you become. Wow. You can nothing do about it. You transform into shit. We transform into diamonds. We become diamonds. It's an analogy, right? But you understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get you to understand what's about to happen to these people. And that's what they did. They did themselves. They said, don't touch that tree or you become unjust. Now they're transformed into what they did to us. They don't actually just get the consequence of it. They get the consequence of it, but it be right, profound. They become that. It's not like we throw shit back on them or throw them in shit. No, you become shit. And that's it. You're not going to transform anything else until you just totally eradicate it. I don't know if you understand that or not. Let's go to the next one. To my resistance. Oh. Resistance become angry. Like I got that little thing from, of course, Eric Muhammad. And the so-called Native Islam. Resistance. Angry. Because they don't know anything. They don't know anything. They're blind. And now they've been exposed. And I already told them repentance is not going to work. Repentance is not going to work. You want to pay for what you've done. There, all this stuff. Oh, I'm Eric Muhammad. I'm Ben X. I'm Silas. I'm all you need shit. But you're going to be shit in a minute. Because you're all lying. On top of that, right? In the name of Allah, you're lying. You thought this was a joke? It's not like I'm joking. Angry. Like I said, when you get it back, you get angry. When you're losing, you get angry. There's one side of anger, that's anger of losing. Also get the anger of, right, revenge. That's more like wrath. So when you're angry, that we was angry 1,000 years for what they was doing to us. The anger is getting shifted to wrath. So let me qualify that. Anger is a state of resistance, state of trouble, state of you losing. Right? Defend yourself. That's where America's right now. America's getting more and more angry every day. Because what they see, this, you understand? The angel is the spring mind. There's mind world. Angel is the spring mind. Everybody's got a winter mind. So winter mind is resisting the spring mind. I just told you. I said, your condition you are right now going to resist you moving forward to the next stage. It's just natural. It does resisting because that means they're death. You're resisting because you just don't know any better. You don't know. You see, you're going to overcome your resistance. You can move to the second floor. They cannot. But the resistance is still there. Otherwise, for 30-some years, the engine mess has been out there. And nobody's touched it. Nobody come near it. And if people come and say, yeah, no, ain't nobody's with it. No one's with it. Everybody's resisting it. Everyone's, even those claims they're with it, they're resisting it. If they weren't resisting, they'd be breaking those seals. They wouldn't be breaking seals, they'd be breaking verses. They're still resisting because their mind is still resisting it. Because they still, if you have not broke, if you're not got to end and start breaking those verses, then your mind is still Bible. It means you're still resisting it. You still hold on to still Bible. I mean, you guys one way or the other. So if you don't have the angel, that means you still got that, or you have nothing. So you're part of resistance. You know, you want to move forward. It's your own self that you got to overcome to do that. Resistance is 100%. It says the Son of Man will be rejected in it by. He'll be rejected by his generation. It means everybody. Master Abraham wasn't rejected. Neither was Elijah. Not by his generation. He was rejected by his generation. I mean everybody. Because he brings a new season. That's what angel is. He brings in spring, and everybody is either comfortable with the winter, understand the winter, right? Or don't know anything else but the winter, or whatever. And so everybody's is in resistance. If you can understand, you can't understand anything. Because you have to ask yourself, how come you can't? I get it. You got a brain. How come you can't use an angel key and get it right? Break these. How come you can't do it? Because how come you can't pick up at 500 pounds? Because the resistance is too great for you, and you ain't putting the work in to overcome that resistance. I can handle 200. Oh, well, no, if you got to handle 500. So you're still part of the resistance. And that's what you're going to have to overcome in tribulation, or you're not going to make it. That's the baptism you overcome. You got to overcome the resistance to the angel. You have different degrees of resistance, but it doesn't matter. The point is, the bottom line is you have to overcome that resistance. And the only way we'll know you overcame it, that you're ready for the new, because that's the mental gym I keep telling you. And once you start doing it, that means, okay, now you've arrived. Now you can move on. The resistance get angry. Particularly ones, right? The resistance, in other words, the resistance closing in on them. You got those that trying to move forward to the second floor. You got those that go stay. I'm gonna stay on the first floor. You got those being pushed down in the basement. Pushed down in the basement because they can't handle it right. And plus, this angel the wind is so great, it's pushing it backwards. So he's got the wind blowing, that's the angel. Right? And it depends on some people standing still. Some people back, further back. especially demons, Ben X and all those clowns, they don't know anything. Like I said, they don't know shit. So that's getting mad because they was around talking this crap, and now they've been exposed. It's crushing them. And people question what they're saying. Nothing adds up because in the absence of the light, candlelight would do, right? Even that. Tell people, you see what I'm saying? You're in trouble. Because no one seen anything like this. Like this angel. No one seen anything like this 2,000 years. Nobody. And it's telling you, this guy, I was watching this guy this morning. I was at the gym, right? And it's some kind of a Sunni over there in the Middle East. He's breaking all this stuff down and everything. He said, how come nobody's going to the Quran and explaining how things, how come that's what he said? He's some kind of imam or something. He probably looked like he was 50s, 60s. You know, they age too because they ain't one know. I started, but I got the link right. But it's not a waste of time with that. He was saying, other stuff, how come nobody's going to Quran and explain what's going on in the world today? Because they can't. They answer no damn question. They can't because the Quran does not give you information. The angel does. How can you expect to be successful if you don't know how everything works? How can you expect to be successful? What did Master Muhammad say? Master Muhammad said, yeah, if you want to be successful, learn the mathematical language. What was the mathematical language? It's mathematical language. He said it right there, just say angel, but that's what he's talking about. Because what mathematical language is he talking about? Tell me. It's your Bible. This mathematics on a lower level. These sisters, they get angry. If these clowns could get their hands on me, they would try to undo unspeakable things. They won't. I said, bring it on. Bring your seed of mine over here. See what happens to you. When I was on Demon Island, they couldn't crush me, and they tried. It's me. 3 days and 3 nights, that's another story. The angel explains that. Well, Master Father, he's in the center of man, because he was in the center of earth. 3 days and 3 nights. 3 years and 4 months. That's not 3 days and 3 nights, fool. These people are so stupid. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Let's go to the next one. So good. Right? Why lie, distort, hide. America's so good. Why they gotta lie? Why the news gotta lie? Why the propaganda? Why they gotta distort? Why they gotta hide the facts? Hide history? Why? If you're so good, why you shouldn't worry about the judgment? Because if you're so good, you won't get nothing but blessing in the judgment. Oh man, you did well, man. I'm proud of you, man. That in itself tells you how evil and wicked they are. In other words, they wouldn't hide the history. They would tell you it's coming out. Not because they wanted to. They tell you, we can't talk about critical race theory. That's the business of it. We talk about slavery and that kind of division. Really? The lie, distort, because of evil. Evil. Make America great again. I like to hear that stuff. That stuff on the back. When that dam breaks, you can see a transformation. It says we're going to be transformed in a twinkling eye. If there's enough pressure to transform us in a twinkling eye, that same pressure they're exposed to, that we're going to crush them. Transforming what? It should not be full of shit or covered with shit into shit. We can be transformed after that. They transform into affliction and pain. That's all they're going to suffer. 24/7, just pain, because they become pain. Become pain. They become suffering. Sick all the time, Jesus. Affliction. Beating each other and everything else. It's become that. Not afflicted with it, become it. Not afflicted with cancer, you become the cancer. That's profound. Nothing like that has happened before in the past, brothers and sisters. What it says, right? It'd be a strange thing. How can you imagine that? Oh man, my leg hurt. I take some aspirin. You feel your leg hurting. Your leg becomes pain. That's all you feel there is pain. You don't feel a leg. All you feel is just pain. It's more than just feeling it. It is. I don't know how to explain to you, brothers, right? Because I've never experienced it. I'm just trying to explain to you what they mean here. You just feel pain, you become pain. Your total conscious and everything is just pain. What does that mean? I don't think we can ever really understand it because unless you experience yourself. I don't want to experience that. That's what's about to happen to them because you are what you eat. And that's everything you got. It's stole to. They have nothing. I try to explain to you. When how does a man produce sperm? From energy that he gets from the vegetation and stuff that the earth produces, it's from materials heaven and earth, and earth converts in form you can use. So you taking all that energy and you taking that, and that's how you build your cells. I mean, that's how sperm is created, right? From that energy. That form goes in egg. That's what. So, what if that energy is stolen energy? That sperm is stolen. It's made of energy that's stolen. Everything is energy. It's made of energy that's stolen. So that means whoever you stole energy from, that sperm belongs to that person. Whoever you stole it from. It don't belong to them. It don't belong to you. It belongs to who you stole it from. And so we got a whole class of people. I mean, all these devils, they don't own themselves anymore. I said like they own momentum. They don't own themselves anymore. Because everything we got, they did a product of that. As they become captive of all the nations, those that survive, they be captive in all the nations. And I talked about that, the survivors who they are. I mean, I'm not going to it right now. But understand, they own themselves. They own them. They have property. They're not sovereign. It says they have property. They don't own themselves. There's no consequence to anything we do with them. You can burn or anything. There's no consequence to it because it's not energy. It's just their form. It's our energy in their form. Like you can steal $1 million from me, and you go and buy a house. Okay, now it turns out I find you, and the court said you got to give me my money back, but it's for a house. So now I get a house back. It's still mine. It's for my house now right now, but it's mine. It's for the house because you transform into a house. Same thing. You transform all that energy into it belongs to us. They're perpetual slaves forever. Perpetual. That's the last of the creation. You take and create them, so now they're new angels, if you will. And the angels, upgrade to God's, so there's that vacuum there, but they're new angels. They do all the work, do all the cooking, and everything else has to be done. So now you God's, and you're free up. The sisters are free up to hunt, right? Because these devils, they're going to do everything. I mean, they're going to be perfect servants. They ain't going to get no problem whatsoever. Plus, during that time, we'd be able to tune anyway. So they even had a, they thought we'd know about it, before they know about it. They'll be perfect. They take care of everything for you. And then so you're going to move to a higher level. Because the things that you take care of now, I got to take care of clothes, clean the clothes, take care of short stuff. No, all that stuff be taken care of by now. It's like right now. We used to do what bees do. We used to do what birds do. We used to do all that kind of stuff. See, fish do. But now we don't have to do it anymore because we have birds out there doing that, what the birds do. We have bees doing that. So now we don't have to do any angels anymore because you got them. They're doing that. All the manual work and everything else. So now you focus on here, developing this. I'm trying to tell you, Gen X and those clowns, they don't know shit. And they get angry, and they're being crushed, and squeezed. And people question why, what's happening? Young Farrakhan, they told all that crap, so-called safety. Did he tell you anything about what's supposed to happen in the world? What they can expect to happen in the near future? No, we're going to repent, and we're going to bring devils in, and we're going to bring gays in. It's like, ooh. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Well, let me use that right now. Cowards. A couple things going on, Brown says. First, there's a power play over there. Plus, they know Farrakhan's going to be around. They're cowards. Because they're not going to stand up against this devil. Farrakhan didn't either because he's one of them. They'll be out in a minute. And some of them are agents too. But then there was an organization. They come on the fire. Who's going to battle now? So now that's why they're doing what they're doing. Hey, man, come on, bring the gays and so on. So cosmopolitan organization now, everybody, to take the pressure off them. Anybody come in and tell, oh, we for the Jews, we for gays, we for everybody. On top of that, right, Farrakhan, whatever, he kept grip on that money. He said, let him have it. Put the money in Nation of Islam there. Farrakhan, he kept gripping that money. That's one base of their allegiance to him. Money, and they can't get their hands on that money. And so the thing is, y'all come in because they're concerned. They do not want. They're concerned what will happen to them if there's no money coming in. Because these clowns, first of all, most of them couldn't get a job at Popeyes, right? Licking toilets. Man, you can't qualify to do that. Because they're stupid, idiots. So they need to have that money coming in. They can still live a lifestyle with Farrakhan's not around anymore. So everybody come in. You gay, everybody come in. Just bring that money with you. Cowards. Thieves. And on top of that, they want the government, anybody coming after them. Those that are not agents. Oh man, we don't want to be called a terrorist organization. We call it anti-Semitic, homophobic. No, we welcome everybody. Just bring that money. What's going to happen in a minute? Let's move on. I'm going to close out, brothers and sisters. This robot thing, I'll talk about that. It's your age now, but you don't know it. There's this indication of spring. Indication of spring. Interpretation of it, this indication of spring. Because the agricultural age was enslaved you. The industrial age would start moving you out of the fields. And that age moved to the next level. You don't want all this comes from you, not them, but you don't understand that. One of the problems they have right now, one of the major problems would do with you. Because if you got your hands on the AI age, they'd be finished. They know that. I told you they had this program. They said the best people qualified to do this kind of work is you. If you do it, that means you're going to be their boss. They don't want that. You bring Indians, oh, yeah, just come help us. Oh, China, come help us. I'm talking about the immediate period. I'm talking about immediate period right now. They won't tell you. They tell, oh, well, no, it's more to it than that. Because if this was all about just the economy, we need more. Because they build a robot. They show the thing. China's building a whole robot army. America's working on that too. So it ain't about just the economy because robots don't spend money. So if you go take and put robots on McDonald's and stuff, somebody's got to buy them burgers. Robots ain't gonna buy them. People that buy them is the people that used to work there. Get my drift? People that buy those burgers, people that used to work there. But they don't work there, and robots don't buy burgers. Economy. That's why it's a big lie. That's not the reason they developed it. It's not done for the economy, because that will destroy the economy. Because they do all the work, who's going to have the money to buy all this crap? You need to buy this stuff. You need to have people working to do that. That's not the reason. The reason is, I told you what the reason is, because they plan a biological war. That's the only way they can survive. That's the way they see it. Remember I said, if these days weren't short, no soul will be left alive. They will eradicate all of us. That's what a biological war is designed to do. And then you go into cyborgs, which is mechanical bodies, robot bodies basically, enclosed human brain that's protected against the external environment, whatever that is. We could not survive in that because the place be radiated and everything else. Metal suits don't immune to that kind of stuff. They tell you right there. But see, you don't read these things. You don't pay attention to them. No, that's not their agenda. Their agenda tell you that, but their agenda is right, to build a robot army. One thing is war, and the second thing is cyborgs. See, one thing have robots. Another thing have a cyborg. So robot, you program to do this, do that, all that kind of stuff, right? But a cyborg, he's like a computer robot. He's got a mechanical body. He's got a human brain, which is much more advanced than any computer they come up with. The difference is, when you do that, you plant electrodes and that kind of stuff, you need remote control, which they would have. They would convert. They have to convert to cyborgs too, but they convert. And they have a panel which you control by remote control. So you still be a petrol slave forever because they had a remote control. They won't apply on themselves, just on you. But both of you be cyborgs. The thing I was going to talk about, brothers and sisters. I don't know if any of this helps you or not. I told you there's two destructions here. Just as weeds are gathered up and burned with fire, that's the weeds. If we get rid of weeds, just burn them up. Soon as we end of age. The Son of Man will send forth angels, and they will gather out of his kingdom. They got one kingdom. That should maybe it's. No, okay, I don't have it there. We got two kingdoms. The demons, they was burned up. But then you have the Son of Man will send forth his angels, and they will get out of his kingdom all stumbling blocks, and those commit the losses. Eric, Silas, X, Ismail, and they will So when it's a furnace of fire, in other words, they don't put it in a fire, put it in a furnace, a super hot furnace. Picture this, brother and sister. So in the build a wall, a room. The whole room, the walls are glass, so you can see right through them. Floor, the metal floor, metal floor. The room is closed. You can't get in. You can't, they lock you in. You can't get out. It's as big as average room. But what? Maybe like 3 yards by 6 yards or whatever. Hold on a second. Someone's trying at the door here. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Your brother and sister took care of that. Oh, always something. Okay, as I was saying, we got a room. It's about 3 yards by 3 yards, right? Nine square yards. That's about a medium-sized room, right? And say, all the walls, there's like putting an open square. All the walls, right, are made of glass, strong glass, plexiglass, so you can see right through it, clear. See right through. But, you lock it and nobody can get out. Right? So you got a steel floor, metal floor. It's electrified, you can heat it up. Like you heat up a grill or something. Okay, so you heat it up, and then you throw somebody in there with no shoes on, no clothes on, anything. And heat it up. Not enough to kill them, but be extremely hot. Put the hands right. Enough to get burns. What do you think that would be like? It's like a furnace, right? Like you're talking about right here. Furnace of fire. You rip your national teeth. I'm just giving some hints, bro. Says, what are we playing here? What are we playing here? See, the thing is, the message of covenant, over 30 years, if they were listening to him when he showed up, right, they would avoid all of this. But instead, they fought with Farrakhan, and now all these kind of talking about, they never attack Farrakhan, do they? Silencing them, never attack them. I didn't with them, but they ain't with them. Why? Why not attack? Because some of them are in the same category as Farrakhan. They're working together. Because what's the objective of the so-called FBI? Keep us divided and confused. So Silas and Farrakhan work for the same handler, has the same handler. Keep them confused, divided. They need to keep us from achieving Hajj, achieving a vision, a common vision. That's why he killed Martin Luther King. So as Elijah Muhammad empowered him with that vision. And so that's what these clowns, and if someone just stupid, it doesn't matter. Stupidity does not save you from gravitation. And the God and the high priest says they come with great wrath. That means extreme anger. Extreme. That's like anger's like when you push against the wall, right? See, when you return your wrath, that means now you're on the offensive. So they caused the wrath by pushing us. How they caused the anger? How they caused that anger, rather? Because it was doing to us. So we're supposed to submit. The anger is building up, dammed up. So we personification of the consequence. So at some point it breaks and turns into wrath. Now you pushing, you're the aggressor. You're on the offensive. But you have to be on the defensive to get angry. That's what you get angry because somebody's doing something to you, bothering you, so you're on the defensive. You don't get angry, or as you stand here, nobody's bothering you, start angry, start jumping on people? No. Why are you angry? I mean, somebody's got to make you angry. It means they've been doing something to you. That's on the defensive side. Right? So, and the point anger builds up, the more they do. You understand it? The more they do, the more anger builds. So you're taking it, you're absorbing it. And at some point, right, it turns to wrath when you start kicking back. So for 5 years, we suffer anger. Extreme anger was building up for 5 years. And then now, it's turning to wrath, about to turn to wrath. Doing them the double they done to you. Understand, brothers and sisters. So they're confused over there. They don't know what to do. That's about to happen to them. Let's make a note here. I think I remember to speak on that. One speak on something else here since we're at this point. Hold on. So all the anger builds up. They become angry, right? Because it's truth. But they're never going to turn to wrath. They've been made angry now. They're not going to be able to retaliate. Because they've been made angry. The devil's being made angry now as a consequence of what he did to us. You got to do something to somebody to make them angry. So now, we're moving against them. Their anger is going to get more and more angry, but they're not going to be able to retaliate. See? This wrath, the anger is never going to turn to wrath. Right? Well, and then if I read scriptures right, it says, let me see if I got this right. The nature was made wrathful. And based on what I just said, how does that work? It's made wrathful. They're talking about us. They're talking about the devils. They go all attack. Because remember, America's made them angry. And now their anger's returned to wrath on them. Because now they're going to return to favor. Because America and Europe has made all the angry nations angry. For 5 years. Now the nation made wrathful. Then they're going to attack America. Okay? That's what we're talking about there. That's why you have to understand these things, brothers and sisters. That destruction is coming upon them. It's awful. Nobody's playing a game here. See? Because it says, some man will, says that all that offend. That means that was making him angry. You're trying to say these people not do that bullshit. So rather we focus on them. All those offended. If somebody offended you, then, right? Is that a level of anger? They're offending you? All those offend him. Because his mission is what? Give people home. And that means they're resisting that mission. They're resisting it. Openly. I thought there was resistance. But like I said, if you try and learn Angel, well, you still resistance because you haven't learned it yet. Because your body's still resistant. You know, you got to overcome that resistance. You got to overcome the confusion and everything else. Right? You want to go gym, get strong, you got to overcome the resistance, lift those weights, overcome the confusion of learning. Everybody says a resistance. But those, they're openly just sitting there, they're lying, and plus they're saying things. Look what they're saying. In the name of Allah, then they can free to lie. And they don't believe in Master Prophet Muhammad, not one bit. They don't believe in Master Prophet Muhammad one bit. But they need to put, I told you, they're trying to put this thing together because they're nervous, they're scared over there. What to do, what we're going to do. Renegades and everything. Many devils and everybody just coming in. Cowards and everything else. Liars. Stealing your vision. These are. See, because you're doing to a people that suffer tremendously. I told you, all that been pent up. All that anger. Sure. People, it says a extreme great army and do double him. You would be able to double him they done you if you wasn't. Right? Because why would you do it if you're not angry at him? Then anger is turned to wrath. Okay? And these other people, they write it. They destroy too. They're part of the problem. I told you, when our people wake up and shows that picture right, you better be right. Or you're going to be destroyed, crushed. It says, whoever stone falls on the stone be broken, whoever stone falls upon be crushed. They ain't playing. There'll be no, I'm sorry. America going to do all this stuff. They call God a liar, saying God's a goddamn liar. All you got to do is repent. Oh, really? And God needs to shut up about consequences if that's the case. Because, I mean, that's what everybody should do. Go and rob banks, man. And then when you get before a judge, hey, judge, I'm sorry, and then you keep all the money. Damn, that's a good deal. What repentance means. But we're going to deal with them in a minute. In fact, they may deal in some ways right now. Let me say one more thing here, bro, since nothing on the close. This is a little controversial. You got your kids around just, well, now these women, and our sisters, right? They should, I mean, come on, sisters. Maybe a lot of demons. Maybe other sisters have better. But they actually walking down the street with their pants on. They call it whatever they want to call it. They got their pants on. You can see a crack of them behind. You see everything. Everything you can see. You see it all. You know what I mean? See it all. It's just covered. You might as well just say tattoo the whole body. I mean, they're naked. But say something to them and say, oh, I'm covered. Think about that for a minute. I'm covered. Now, I don't know who this actress was. They keep saying this thing about Jennifer Lopez. I keep doing this on my Facebook thing. She's all naked and everything. She got a problem. She really got a problem. She's about 55 years old. She really got a serious problem. But they said, I don't know who this celebrity was. They were showing where she came to some Hollywood thing or whatever, big gathering. And she had a dress that was totally see-through. I mean, it was like see-through. Total see-through. No, it's total see-through, like. And she had no underclothes on whatsoever. So she was naked. I mean, you see everything. It wasn't tight. It was a dress, full dress, but it was totally transparent. I told you this kind of stuff will happen. And the next thing going to happen, I told you going to put lace and stuff on these. They're wearing panties now. That's what, because they wear more clothes in the bed they wear outside. They say, oh, it's panties. See? Now, no, a few years ago, before I got this bed right, I went to the gym and they got a whirlpool there, right? So what I did was I had I went to the whirlpool, right? I had my swim pants on, right? Swim trunks on. Over top of it, I had bought me a pair of jock shorts, whatever you call them, right? And I put them over the top of my swim trunks, right? I went to get a whirlpool, man. Them girls were crazy. I'm a man. You your panties, your drawers all for it here, man. You supposed to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? They went off. They went call the manager and everything else. Now here's swim trunks. I had that on top of it. And they sort of, hey, you see the confusion there? Now they walk around with panties on. I was covered. They went off. Jumped out of the whirlpool. Hey, let me tell you something else. I said, get out of the way. If they can walk around that tight, everything you see, you see everything, up the crack of their butt, it's like they're naked. Even if they wore normal panties, they would show that. So what if a guy said, okay, I'm going to, my private part, I'm going to put a little, not a condom, but something like a condom, like maybe a sock, but about the size of a condom. Yeah, I'm covered, but I'm going to walk around hanging out. Would that be all right? It's covered. It's covered, ain't it? See the bullshit? It's covered. I'm telling you, this moves real fast, right? So I don't expect, anything big any day now. But if it wasn't, I guarantee you, in a few months, a year at the most, they would be walking around blouse. They're walking around with like covering over each one of the breasts, like a sock. Yeah, it's next. Because they're beasts. They used to wear clothes. They used to talk about, oh, y'all, you're naked. They talk about how we was in Africa, right? Look at them. They're the ones. They're the ones who are naked. They're the ones who are naked and during the Middle Ages. There's a thing called chastity belt. I don't know if you look it up, chastity belt or whatever. Because they were so wicked and evil that they went after war. Something they told they had their noble told them to go to war. They put a chastity belt on their wife. Remember, they didn't take baths. They thought it was, some don't take it now. I saw this video. They were talking how they don't even do it now. But anyway, they didn't take baths. They didn't believe in taking baths. They thought there was something wrong with that. I imagine how funky, right? They're funky now. Skanks and everything else. That's why Les says they don't want us part of social equality, because you see how they really are. These guys married, I don't know. Anyway, the bottom line is, what chastity belt was is like a little metal thing they put on their wives. And they lock it. Now, why would they need to do that? See, in other words, it would be a little chastity belt, a little thing that cover their private part. They lock it. Right? So, they go to the bathroom, they get wet, right? But it would, if I had a little, water and get out, but not get in. Made of metal. Go look up chastity belt. They might have pictures of them on the internet. Because there was sleeping everybody, but they had no morals, nothing. Talking about America's values. You ain't got no goddamn values. We got whole American values. The values we had when the nation was formed. You ain't had no goddamn values. Your values was even our suffering, our hate, our pain, our affliction. That's you eating on. That was you. You ain't had no goddamn values. You don't have any now. Picking up dog shit and everything else you be doing. That's where these diseases come from, these damn. So if they're being exposed who they really are, what's coming out? That's one reason why we gave him a nuclear umbrella. Master Muhammad could stop them having nuclear bombs if he was afraid of them. Because they didn't even know about nuclear weapons in Elijah Muhammad. When he first made Elijah Muhammad never talked about it. In fact, he never saw it in the lessons. I explained the lesson about 60,000 cracked out, all that kind of stuff. They didn't know anything. So that's why I have a nuclear umbrella, because then they think they're safe from God. We got nuclear power, man, nobody messes with us, we blow up the whole goddamn planet. That's why he gave it to them. Like when the house of the cat's away, the mouse will play. So they can protect it. So hey, now everything comes out. So everybody's out the closet now. Remember, for people who dare tell you they was what they were, they're out the closet. Now they don't know what sex they were being, everything else. See, because they think they're protected. They're not. So, that's another thing that happen, so they can come out and show who they are. Expose themselves. We're going to cleanse all this shit up. We got shit on us. We need a shower, but then you'll be turned into shit. Those of us, Gen X, and all you clowns, you'll be turned to shit. Right? But you're going to be full of it. Maybe to eat it. This is not a joke, brothers and sisters. That's what Master Muhammad's bringing. That's what Son of Man is bringing. That's what they're bringing. It tells you. For the wrath. So who will be able to stand? This is saying about Suleiman. Who will be able to stand when he shows up? They can tell you who he is in a sense. Because nobody's playing. And these devils, they're not playing either. They're playing with you. This is a heart attack. They want to survive. They want you. They don't have to get rid of you to do that. So everybody's playing around you because of you, to do away with you. Still want to get away with you. They want to get it. They want to do away with you. And again, the only reason, remember, the only thing is keeping you Levites out there, you don't get it. God turned against you because you turned against God. You call him God a lie. God come here to give you Abraham and you know you want it. And now you want reparations, or American dream, or what Farrakhan is saying. So basically what you're doing, you're saying you want to sell your vision, your future, for a goddamn bowl of soup. For McDonald's burger, Popeye's chicken, a job, a piece of house that you're going to pay more for 30 years. You want to sell that? You're after for that. Those who love this world's life, you want to sell. No person you're after, you want to sell this world's life. That's what they're trying to get you to do it. You ready for it? You ready to do it? If they came today tomorrow, offer a raise, 99% you would take it. I know it. 99.9% you would take. Oh man, come on, bro. What you talking about, man? This ours. It's $1 million. Or where's mine? Yeah, and they will have it back before sundown. You take it. That's the whole job. That's Farrakhan's job to get you to sell your inheritance. This great inheritance you have, everlasting inheritance. You just sell. That's what you're about to do. You ready to do it? So Ben X knows that so-called Son of Man guy. Remember, he got crest on both sides. Got American flag and everything else. All these ideas is get you to sell your inheritance. Because then the God won't want you. And you'll turn to God to get you already. Because when you turn against Elijah Muhammad, you turn against the God. Because he was the lie. If you turn against the messenger, then you turn against the person that sent the message. You deny Master Muhammad when you deny Elijah Muhammad. And you're not following Elijah Muhammad's teachings. So that says God was against you and Elijah was against you. The God said, hell, forget him. I'll give you a new nation. And Elijah just tried to burn your ass up. And soon I had to intervene. Because they went, hold it. Let's look at this again. Maybe we can. He's the only thing standing between you and destruction. Only thing. And you're about to turn him against you. You're going to turn him against you. So what's then? What's next? Because your last chance of tribulation, he's the one that's taking the tribulation. Prophesy to the full wind. He's the one who's doing it. Elijah abandoned you. He's one of the winds. Attack you. And Muhammad said, hey, forgive him. What thing stand between you and strength? And look what you've done to him. Reject him, all the other stuff that you're doing, talking bad, all the stuff all the resistance stuff, even in 30 years faithful, and you haven't moved a dime. If he turns his back on you, because you understand, I don't need to be here. You say, well, you here, you got to pay rent. Yeah. Master Muhammad had to do it too. He was in jail, and he had to pay rent, he had to buy food and stuff. But he had to be here. After 3.5 years, he got his ass out of there. I don't need to be here either. You think what makes you think I need to be here? Did that ever occur to you? I don't need to be here. I know where to go and what to do. I don't need to be here. I'm not caught in the gravitational vortex. My mind's free of that. I'm just here to get your mind free of it. And Mark, Jesus wasn't even here. He was someplace else. He just came here to get your mind back and left. He wasn't stuck here. This one getting out of the boat, he came, okay. Let's get his mind back. I'm back out of here. I need to be here. So they told me, I'm saying, that's why they're going to be chastised. Not chastised, that's not chastised. They'll be destroyed. So all those clowns can be destroyed. I don't need to be here. Some people going through stuff is only because, that's it says, Son of Man would suffer many things. He was suffering, man. Why is he suffering? Because he's trying to save your ass. So those that's resisting it, that's getting in the way, he's going to tear the ass up. He ain't going to burn them up. He's going to put them in that furnace I just told you about. It doesn't wiggle around here for a while, for a long while. Dump some dog shit. The dog piss every now and then, has something to eat and drink. You have no idea what's about to happen here, brothers and sisters. So tribulation, your last chance. Elijah came for you. It says, I said, this one, I should get a quote. And I said, this one you didn't dance and this one you didn't sing. I said, he said, no, and it didn't move you. Elijah, man, all he put in, all that work he put in, and you didn't move a dime. And then as soon as you're gone, man, you jump right there down in the basement. Because you're in the basement all the time. He was holding you up, keeping you in the basement. You never got to the first floor. He was holding you up. And we were holding him up, he fell right down in the damn basement. See, the only one stand between you and destruction. He's suffering in order to do it. You don't need to be. I told you, I don't want doing this. I don't like doing it. I hate doing it. If I get somebody else, I'll do it. So what does that mean to you? I don't have to do it. If I can stop all that, if I just stop doing it, get the hell out of here and leave you alone to do your thing. You can hit back a Farrakhan's ass. So I make clear to you, brothers and sisters, tribulation is your last chance. It's not, remember, you failed the baptism of Elijah. Remember, John came, you failed his baptism. So he said, okay, Here's the last final baptism here. There goes tribulation. You sink or swim. Because if you look at the ark closely, I told you about analytical inspection, you don't need the Levites. You don't need them. There was an afterthought to begin with. This is all about Shabazz, tribe of Shabazz. That's how those things started out. And the Levites joined in, so we accepted them. And you turned everybody against you. And I'm the last hope. I said, I don't need this. I already made it clear I don't even want to do it. As I said, it backed me into this thing. Kicked me into it as far as I'm concerned. And it says these Levites, they said it was hard. They said their head was so damn hard. They said, I have to make your head harder than theirs, son of man. There was a stone. You have to make your head like split stone. So you can break them down. It says no. It said they said their looks would be so. I forgot how the way it said that. The way they look at you is so evil. It says, don't you pay attention to their looks. The question is, why didn't Bible Levites all together at all? Why bother them at all? You don't need them. Why bother them at all? You got the God. You got his rod of iron. You got the elect. Why need them at all? You know, is that part of what it's about? You not destroy the nations because the animals overcome us. Let me speak to that, and I'm definitely going to close. Right now, the earth has produced so much. It's momentous in heaven and earth. So my energy wave comes in and it invigorates the earth. The earth starts producing. Everything we eat, and everything comes out of the earth. The cows, they come out of the earth too, because what? They're the result of their other cows eating vegetation and turning into sperm and eggs and all that stuff, right? You understand the connection? We all come out of the earth, right? The animals we eat, right? They're the result of their parents or with the ape and converting sperm and so forth. So right now, the earth is producing so much. It's going to produce a lot more in a minute, right? Because it's more energized, more produced. So as you move into the future, it more energized means produce more. You don't have any deserts anymore. You had deserts to an energy deprivation because the earth couldn't have enough energy, but so some parts turn into deserts and stuff, right? But now all the deserts going to go away because you have so much energy. It's going to be producing all kinds of stuff, and then produce more and more vegetation and all that kind of stuff. So it won't be in the desert. And then vegetation means more animals have more food to eat and everything else. So all of a sudden, then you got massive amount of food and massive amount of animals. That's why it says, God said, I will not destroy all the nations at once, because the animals overcome us, not just vegetation and everything else. So we have to manage that. That's where the new Adam comes in at. I try to explain to them, I'm not going to it right now. Right? That's what they do. Right? Those have been managed. Like the trees, one way to manage those is you need bees to pollinate. So we tell you to control the bees because we control these things. Creation is finished. Now we control it. Everything was in the wild before we called it wild. It was on their own volition. But now we control that. We have to because otherwise we've been overrun with birds and trees and food and everything else. It happens all that stuff in work because everybody, you roll over, man, all food every place. You don't need to work for anybody. Explain all that, right? So the point is, you understand what I'm saying here? The point is, it has to be managed. The birds have to be managed. The bees have to be managed. And that's why we don't have angels anymore, because angels are converted to gods. So all that responsibility returned to Adam, those that come out permanent servants. And since they're between beast and man, that means we communicate with them and they communicate with the beast. So we communicate to the beast through them. They communicate with the beast and they have the beast say, okay, don't pollinate over here. Because if you don't pollinate, the trees can't reproduce. So you control this. That's against one example. So you control the amount, the food and everything else. So it's not just wild anymore. The birds and everything not wild. That's one of the things hereafter. But we don't have to do that. We have to do that. Because all we're going to do is take and increase our wisdom, increase our understanding, increase our minds, and our minds will control everything else. Let's get better and better and better. All that manual, that kind of stuff, gardening, cooking, all that kind of stuff, that be done by them. They're our servants. Okay? We need robots. We have a biological creation. We're going to stand, bro. So I'm going to leave it there. Well, I mentioned this about peace on earth. No, destruction's coming. Come any day now, brothers and sisters. Great fear, great destruction. I'm trying to give you an idea about, right? But everybody's been caught up in it. Because the angel wind is coming. Said this gospel preaching all the world, then it will come. Angel wind is blowing, and it's about to hit America. It's going to knock you down too, because you don't have the angel mind. You need to have the angel mind to survive the angel pressure, the angel wind. As simple as that. Okay, I'm going to close out, bro. This is here. I'm going to close out here, bro. Cultured age, industrial age, AI age. These our ages, reborn, and it's just we benefit from. That's no story. Let me go, bro. Says, assalamu alaikum. Because it was overcome us. Food and everything else.